Hello everybody and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. So we are just in the process of trying to fill up our trailers. So I've already done off camera. Is that going to open or do we have to hit it into the ground sometimes? Well, this is a great start, isn't it, to an episode? So we push it in like that. Sometimes that does enough to open it. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to just go with that as is, and we can put this into our sawmill. And you'll see that further on I have loaded up the Volvo with that little trailer, and that's going to go to the wood turner. We will just have to struggle on that little bit longer with this, and hopefully in the near future we'll be able to get a shot of it. But what I am going to have to do, I'm going to have to extend this arm with this log so that we can get underneath. Then hopefully with this resetting, well, with us getting this timber into here, it gives us our claw back. So let's run around to the side, send them, and we can see, well, that now, right, that now works again. So that's a good start. So we can just lower that down. Oh, it thumps into there with a big thud. So we'll take this. I think it's just a few around the corner to get. And you can see that we've taken a few trees off there, and it hasn't really diminished the aesthetics of that bit of a bank. So I will just leave this up against this lot. It's trying to judge, because obviously the crane isn't the biggest. It's trying to judge where the right place is, because if you're too close you get caught up on anything, and if you're too far away you can hardly reach anything. So we'll park that there, and let's now go through, or we're in the crane there, and to here, and we'll take these over to the wood turner. So I wonder how much is still left in here, because I can't remember how big the last load we put in was. So at the minute there's 40, just over 14,500, and if we got, well, that was the perfect load. We almost fully filled it. So I don't think we need to worry about the wood turner now for a while, which is quite nice. So we'll just reverse out of here, and we'll go back to the farm, and we will finish clearing up the remainder of those logs. Well, that hasn't gone very well. Oh, just as I was thinking I may be able to get on with this thing, it's now all just gone Pete Tong again. Right, we'll take this up to our sawmill, and I think I'm just going to have to use that other one, which it's annoying because I'll have to just keep moving. With this I can go straight to the crane, whilst that one I just need to keep moving in. So I am going to take this to the sawmill, jump in that, and then I will see you once I've gathered everything else up. And now for the second load. So there was 9,000 litres in that first load, and now it's to see how much we've got in here. Obviously there's a lot more because I give over with that other load because it just went, well, it just exploded in the trailer. Oh, I've done that a bit bad. And we are also going to have to, so let's fold our trailer down again. Let's drop that. It's the only thing I don't like about this trailer is you can't just operate it straight from the cab. You've got to unfold to be able to move the crane. You've got to unfold your trailer first. But apart from that, it is a lovely trailer for 10,000 or 11,000 pounds. It's not bad at all. So at 26.5, 41.5. So that was a very good load. But I think now the best thing to do will be to, let's pull this out of the trigger and we'll go get our trailer. We can then rest for the night, because I don't think we have to do anything else today. Wait for our products to spawn, and once they're spawned we can go and sell them again, which I won't bother showing. I'll jump cut the loading up because we only did that in the last episode, so I'll jump cut that and I should see you when it comes to selling. Hopefully we can make another £70,000. Well, first things first, welcome to November, and secondly, look at all this. Oh, this should be more than £70,000. We can only hope more than £70,000. Come on. Oh, why is my 90,000? So that was brilliant. Why is staircase railing? So it only has a limit of 10,000 litres. Okay, so if we look on here, go to S and find staircase railings. Well, the roller coaster is the best price, but we can go to the farmers market, which I believe, let's just strap them on, is just here. So I don't think it'll be this trigger, it'll be the next one. So let's pull onto here, unstrap, there's another 6,000, so we're 152 and we need 180. So is there... Ooh, baling contract. That may be a good... Oh, I don't know here. What is... So there's two baling ones, and they add, it say 7 and 8, and it's round balers, so we'd have to stop. There is... That's all the way up there. We'll have to have a think, because I don't really want to just move on. Well, there's a Deadwood contract, it's really there, like really close there. Oh, what's happening here? What? What's happening? Uh-oh. Well, funny story. My game just crashed. So, luckily, we had an autosave there, which has brought us straight back to here. Oh, we can see our buggy in there. So we're going to sell these again. And I have decided that the best thing to do is we'll take a bank loan. So let's take a loan. Let's go for 50,000. We'll repay it over 1 year. So let's take that. So that gives us £202,000. So if we hop into here, well, we're not over in the area, which probably doesn't help, but we can quickly fly, or as Mr. Sealy P says, throw the drone up. Let's go to, where is it? We're going, oh, I'm on sheds. That won't help, will it? 180. So here it is. Land not owned by you. Oh, kind of is. Why is that not letting me? That's interesting. Well, I better fly over then, be there in person. Let's try this again. So P, construction. I'm definitely in the right place because that's where I am. Overlaps with another object, so that's sounding a bit more promising. So let's just, I think, land not owned by, oh, I must be on the rock there. It did just give it to me there. Right, so I think let's try putting this. Can I go a bit closer? Oh, we're edging ever closer. Oh, I want to try and give ourselves enough room there. So let's place that down. We now have £22,000 left. We may just need to extend this bank out a little bit more to make life easy for us. And where is, we'll do a little bit of painting. I think road pebbles, sand gravel, gravel wet, tarmac light. I think road pebbles will be the best thing. So let's just expand that brush. Oh, that's brilliant. It goes with, it's all in keeping with the next to the road anyways. So the whole of this area, in my opinion, wants to be pebbled over. Like, oh, I've got onto the bank there. We can correct that, so that's not a worry. We're on a boulder there. Let's just extend that, and we will, the leveling tool, let's just, we only need it here to be pulled out, so we can pull that right out to about here, give us plenty of room. There's no point being tight on room, I don't think. So let's pull that out, go over to here. Right, road pebbles again. Where are you? Is that you? No, forest pebbles. To be fair, the forest pebbles don't look so bad. So let's go like so. Then we can smarten that edge up as and when we need to. And we now have, ooh, let's do this back bit. We might as well have come to there. Let's get all this, well, considering it's a brand new fresh business on site, well, let's go have a look at it. And I think the best way to do that is get ourselves in this mode. Let's get into flight mode. Ooh. And there we have it, our new building. I think that's a much better angle there. You get to see all the glasswork. So, if we now go over, well, we can enter the vehicle here. We are very kindly given these two vehicles, which I want to try and bypass these. So what I need to have a look at is trucks. We've got that in Oakbridge Farm, so I'm not going for that one. But we do have, if I was to say lease this, which would be 3,000. Oh, so we should easily be able to, but that's only 400 horsepower. That's 160. If we were to go for this one, let's see what leasing would be. 4,000, so that's not too bad. And that is, oh, hold on, let's go for the biggest engine, 600 horsepower. That's more like it. So 4,500. So I think let's lease this. I haven't really given that much much thought at all. Then if we go to trailers, we want to have a look at these. Oh, are they in a different category? There you go, semi-trailers. So we have, because we're also going to have to, this is going to be another expense. We need, what we're going for. Can't go for that. We could go for one of these. I am just trying to think. Right, if we go for that, that should be able to get, that will fill the production in one go, which will be very, very good. Let's lease that. That's almost the same as the bloody as the tractor unit. And then we are going to have to now go, because we're not going to be able to reach. So I really need paying back as soon as possible with all this. We're going to have to go wheel loaders, and we will have to go for the biggest. 180. So that's 27 tons. What's this one? 19 tons. 14, 19 and a half, 19 and a half. Right, we're going to have to go for this one. So it's lease. Oh, it was so close, but yet so far. Right, we're going to take another loan out. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Take loan. Let's do 50,000 again. 1 year. Because the idea is that we'll pay both these loans off in the next day, as it were. So wheel loaders, let's go for this. Lease 50. Okay, I probably didn't need to take as much money as what I did. And then do they have, how big a bucket? I want the biggest bucket possible. The high tip, 10,000, 5,000. So we're going with this one. Let's lease £100,000 just to try get all this done. So we are now going to, we're going to this first, and this should be compatible. And my biggest fear is not being able to get up the hill. That's why I wanted 600 horsepower. So we're going to take this over, and then it looks a bit odd on there, and then we'll grab the wheel loader, and I'll bring you all back when we can finally start getting to load this up. And we arrive. So this should work. Let's put this into here, 10,000. Even though it's meant for this one, it still struggles. So let's lift this up, and this is my only worry, is this trailer doesn't take the INR, and it's kind of not looking promising. Oh no, got to tilt it forward slightly, that's okay. That was starting to get me slightly worried. But yeah, so we'll get this loaded and we'll see you over at the INR factory. Well, one thing I didn't take into consideration was whether there would have been enough ore produced for us. So that's why we only have 90,000 in here. But that truck as well was perfect. I couldn't think of a better truck. You know, it's one of the reasons why I decided to try it out. With those tyres and 600 horsepower, it pulled us up that hill fairly decent. So 20% left, and we are, that's taken all of it. Brilliant, that was one of my worries. So if we now go into, I think it's round this side when we eventually get to it, here right next to our rock. Has it automatically started? No. So activate. So this should be a fairly fast procedure, and what's quite nice is 60,000, so that's that one trailer load would have fit perfectly in there. So saying that, we are going to, what I will do is we will go back to our house. I know I said I didn't really want to do this, but we kind of have to. We will sleep another night. We will then have, got stuck there without implements. We then should theoretically have a load. Oh, I should have given the wheel loader and whatnot back. That's an expensive mistake. Come on. Okay, that's not too bad. 5,000 leasing fees. But right, we will go. If we go like this, the wheel loader will be the big one. Let's return that because we don't need that anymore. The bucket can go. Let's return that. And then the trailer was more... Oh, ignore that. In brackets, cheat. Right, let's return this. I'm going to keep hold of our cheat wagon. And let's now go have a look at how much metal we have. That's fantastic. So what have we got there? 7 rolls. There's almost 100,000 just there. So that's brilliant sort of start, and that may even be better. I know it's probably not the best of things for me to be doing screenshots like this, but I find it a lot easier when editing if I have it already in. So we can give that a go, and we'll see what it's like when it well, you'll see which one I choose in the thumbnail. So I think if we get this Volvo up there, we can. Does that... Hold on, I'm just doing a lot of shifty around. I don't think we'll be able to get our trailer on the back there. Right, hold on. If we go for... Like I said, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for us and as quick as possible. So this is the one that you get in game. Let's just lease that. We will buy it at some point. I will take this down to the down to the store. I can go get all the wooden pallets, sell them, and then I can come back up and get our wood, get our metal. I think that could be the best, and most sensible option. Isn't this just the most beautifully stacked load you've ever seen? So we'll pull into here. We will take straps off. There's 50-odd thousand. Well, 60,000 there. So we put straps back on. We will go and sell the rest to the market, which obviously we've only just been here. So let's round this corner, and like so. Our Volvo still is. There's 100. There's 100,000. So with that, we can now go special redemption. We want to pay 45833. Make special payment. And then this one, we want to special redemption 45833. So that is both our loans paid now. And then whatever money we get from our metal. Well, I forgot about that one. Let's go have a look. I wonder what it is. Is it a sheep? Here's a little lamb by the looks of it. Well, what do I do? Let's have it. If I can. And we will carry on. You would have seen the skid steer went flying, which I don't understand why, because it was strapped down beforehand. Final pallet. I can see myself using the Palafinger mod by Black Sheep Modding and that trailer. I can see myself using that in every Let's Play because it's just so handy to have one machine which you can just take everywhere with you, because this skid steer is really struggling with this bit of weight, and also it is not the best, or it could just be me, but it's not the best at getting up these ramps on trailers. I have the same problem with my other trailer as I do with this one. So we are getting... is that my palletizer making me stuck? Come on. Oh, there we go. We've done it finally. So what we will do is we will push this down like so. We can turn it off, because after we've sold this metal, that will be the end of the episode. You shouldn't be there. Yeah, so it will be the end of the episode after we've sold this, and well, that other collectible, which I wasn't intending, well, I didn't think we'd collect one today, but we have done. And then this should get the roller coaster going, and there'll just be... We'll have a look. When we get down, we'll have a look at what else we may need. And here we are with our first load of metal. And yeah, we've lost all our pallets twice on that trip there. As you can see, the straps don't seem to be working, because they should never have sold with the straps down. So certainly very, very interesting. Let's take... Okay. Is that all the metal it can have? Oh. So we need we need metal, which it's got, and floor tiles. So where is the pet accessory flooring factory? If we were to say buy, so we need 110 for that to get us through to the next process. And what I would also like to show you all is the boatyard. So for the, again, floor tiles for this. And yeah, I think you get, unless it's changed, it's 300,000 per boat. But it'll be interesting to see the calculation for the amount of products you put in, because obviously you don't get paid for them. But anyways, I think the floor tiles could be our next purchase in the next episode. But on saying that, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye for now.